Hey guys, Toshiro here. Before I start, I would like to thank all of you for 300 subs. It's just a big milestone, and to celebrate, here's both a fight with analysis and an update for Yu-Gi-Oh! As we know, Atem, Yami, Yugi vs Goku has been a topic that has been touched since Yu-Gi-Oh! Scaling. The most notable is Peter, Midoriya's power scale of both Goku and Atem. Most comments on that video were people telling him he downplayed Goku. So in this one, I will not be downplaying. So let's start. First, let's get how the universe is at least infinite in size. People like to say the DB universe is finite cause of Bulma's statement. But this is in context of the observable universe, as the Dragon Ball universe has statements of being infinite in the guidebooks. Anyway, the first scaling for Uni is Fraiser's statements of being able to destroy the universe and Fraiser able to tank a universal spirit bomb. In the Cell Saga Perfect Cell, it is stated to have perfect infinite power. And Fraiser being Uni plus with 1,000,000 power and Cell having infinite power. Can get him to 5D. In the Buu Saga, Buu is stated to have a power that was infinitely stronger than before and on a completely different plane of existence than before, meaning 6D. This could get higher as Buu is stronger than SS3 Goku, whose power can be felt from Kaioshin realm, which is a separate from the universe as shown in the manga, which means you need at least 6-dimensional power to reach the Kaioshin realm. And heaven is stated to be comparable to the universe, which is infinite in size, and it's seen as a small object from the otherworld realm. An otherworld is stated to have no time and is stated to be no physical. Also, the living world is a lower realm than the otherworld. We can actually go into depth with this scan. This would be 7D, but we can get this even higher as otherworld.is stated to transcend dimensions, which includes the time chamber, which has statements of having no concept of time. Instant transmission space, which has the Sugroku space, that's why Goku fell in when teleporting with Supreme Kai. It also transcends time and space. So if it lacks the concept of dimensions, then it's outer and can't be argued to be 0D or any D. And this is where most of the cosmology scale ends. Also, Goku would scale to a Raleigh who scales over the cosmology. As for speed, Goku can move when Zeno removed the timeline. Meaning all the realms are gone, which would give him irrelevant speed. So, in conclusion, Goku can get to outer in base. With irrelevant speed. Let's start with the power system of Yu-Gi-Oh! BA is the amount of power to summon your monsters. And if you don't have enough, you can't summon it. And KA is your monster that you summon. This would mean Yu-Gi-Oh! Characters would scale to their monsters. And Yu-Gi-Oh! Characters are able to use spells and traps. In actual battle. This is shown many times. Now let's go to the other power system, Darkness. Darkness is an ability that many characters have. It would grant you immortality types 1, 4 and 8. As long as Darkness is in human hearts, characters will continue to be revived. And would also give you non-existent physiology. As they don't need an existence to exist. And Darkness is infinite. This would also give them limitless stamina. I have made a list of characters and their level of Darkness. The first tier would be low level like characters like Fubuki. The mid-tier characters would be Pegasus, Shoddy, Yami, Marik, Dark Signers, Bari and Generals and Ira. This tier would grant them Shadow Games. The high-tier characters would be King of the Netherworld, Goodwin in both manga and anime, Tragedia, Zack, Zork, Jaden, Yubel, Daz, Atem and Number 96. This would be characters who are either embodiments of darkness or are given power of darkness to this tier. The God tier characters are Night Shroud and Don Thousand. This is given to characters who are given such power that they are either created darkness or are able to scale to the cosmology via power of darkness. And Chaos is darkness, as Chaos is stated to be the source of life. And Astral is stated to have darkness in his heart, and Vector later called it Chaos. Now we have to go through the canonicity of Yu-Gi-Oh! As .it will be important. Let's start off with Dual Links. In Transcend Game, it is stated that Kaiba created Dual Links, and this manga is officially made by Kazuki Takahashi. To add even more to this, in the last episode of Brains we see I go somewhere that looks like Dual Links. And Yusaku later finds him in depths of Dual Links, making Dual Links canon. Dual Links is connected to other timelines stated many times. And Dual Links is able to give people other memories. From other timelines, like how manga Yugi doesn't know who you say, and Jaden are, as it's from the anime Yugi's memories. And characters have lines with the seal of Orichalco's making. Waking of the Dragons canon. Now we can finally get into the cosmology. Let's start with the Yu-Gi-Oh! Main multiverse. A single universe is at least uni plus, as it's stated to be able to be split into 4 different universes. The Yu-Gi-Oh! Multiverse has infinite timelines stated by Kazuki Takahashi. And by QDO. And the verse has statements of quantum mechanics and Schrödinger, which are infinite dimensional. This would make the main multiverse high hyper. Now for Astral World and Buy-in World. The Buy-in World has no ability for the concept of metaphysics, as its made of higher energies. And to support this, Astral World is stated to be in a higher plane. And to support why it's the concept of metaphysics and not just metaphysics. The astral is stated to be only accessed through people who have ranked up souls. And ranked up souls is stated to be a transcendental state, which means non-physical. Astral and Buy-in World parallel each other, making both outer. Now for the Dual Monster Dimension. The Dual Monsters world is conceptual stated by DMG. We can back this up as characters have to access this dimension via consciousness. There's also a difference between the 12 dimensions and the actual law setting characters stated in GX. So their cosmologies are different. So let's go over the average cosmology in the card's lore. There are infinite timelines in each one, which are parallel to each other. And Rebecca states that there are Yu-Gi-Oh! Worlds that are beyond time, space and dimensions. Meaning they are beyond astral, and Buy-in World meaning outerversal. And we can go into depth with this as Rainbow Karibo can access them. Now I'm going to go over how there are infinite cosmologies. When Jaden created the Neospatians cards to send to space, they were then blessed with the universe creating them into monsters. This means every time a card is made, a new cosmology is created. This would mean there would be infinite cosmologies. Now I'm going to scale some of these cards and cosmologies. There are super dimensional beings in Yu-Gi-Oh! Sophia embodying the concept of life and destruction. Metaphys Executor is the multiverse. The Alba's cosmology has higher dimensions. Same with Visa's cosmology. You can use public domain things like the Cthulhu Mythos. But I personally don't use this. Now before I continue, I have to go through OCG structure scaling. OCG structure sees the verse as fiction, so wherever the cosmology scales, they would scale above it. So why is this important? Characters in OCG structures can interact with the Yu-Gi-Oh! Monsters. Via structures world. And since the cosmologies are parallel to each other, the average cosmology scales. Wherever the cosmology, the entire of the cosmology scales. Very confusing, I know, but let's continue. The Blue Eyes cosmology is stated to be above all the other. Cosmology making it high outer. So this could get to outer to high outer scaling. The world of darkness exists between the boundaries of dimensions. Which include the DM world, so also high outer. And the afterlife is stated to be in a higher dimension than the other ones, and not even Blue Eyes can reach it. So this could get to high outer or maybe tier 0. So in conclusion, the cosmology is high outer to tier 0. Now let's get into Atem scaling. Atem would scale to Alakti. Alakti is the creator of light, which would scale to Night Shroud, which both created the cosmology and the numeral code. This is as such as Kazuki Takahashi states that light and darkness created the cosmology. Let's go into depth with Night Shroud's statements. He says this. Which says this. So he's actually saying the first card was born in the empty darkness. And he is darkness stated himself. With both Night Shroud's statement and Kazuki Takahashi's statements. And light is as strong as darkness, making Atem scale to the cosmology. So in conclusion, Atem is at least high outer to tier 0. With irrelevant speeds. In conclusion, Atem wins either the higher stats and hacks. Even if you wanted to use the outer arguments for Goku. That still wouldn't be enough. Again, thanks for 300 subs. Until next time.